Alright guys, so y'all remember my 300. Y'all remember the 300 I did a while back, had the real bad exhaust noise. She had hit something and ripped the muffler out of place and all of this, and I went through all that trouble trying to find pieces. That was a 2-part series. I think I've already uploaded both parts. If not, I will before this go uploaded, okay, because it all has to make sense. Well, anyway guys, what I'm going to do now, remember I told y'all, what am I at? Yes, 151,000 miles. Remember we talked about, guys, remember what we talked about? This car is equipped with a 3.6 and a 8-speed rear-wheel drive transmission, guys. On contrary, what you may hear concerning this 8-speed rear-wheel drive transmission. Feel for life, fool for life, don't service it. No, guys. No. This car is out of warranty. So basically, technically, we own our own, all right? So it's up to us to try to do what we need to do to help our transmission last a long and prosperous, healthy life. Okay, we're trying to prolong the life of the trans. How are you going to prolong the life of the transmission if you never service it? Okay, I told y'all my thinking behind that. I told y'all my take on it. Okay, you're welcome to, think what you want, or, go off whatever opinion you are being given. So, but I'm not gonna let my personal people go out like that. So, what I have, let me go in here, cause y'all remember this car? When as soon as I had it up in the air, we was discussing that oil leak. I'm gonna let these images play.
This thing sound like a Hemi. Oh my goodness, guys, y'all see this? Oh, oil leaks, guys. Y'all know where that's coming from? That's right, guys. Oil filter depth housing. She got an 8-speed. That is bad. Okay. Yeah, oil leaking from the oil filter adapter housing. All right, but what we need, I want to find out why it sounds like a Hemi. Has to be an exhaust leak. Whoa, that is too loose. Right here, guys. This is why this car. You had to hit something. Oh my goodness.
Stop. Stop thinking just because you see oil at the transmission or oil around the transmission pan that it actually came from the transmission pan. In fact, I just read a comment on one of my videos earlier. I can't think of the dude's name, but I'm gonna put his piece right here. He's a victim of this, okay? He thought something because he saw oil around the pan that the pan was leaking. When in fact, guys, the oil is coming from higher ups. And if it's a 3.3 Pentastar engine, it's likely coming from the oil filter adapter housing, guys. Okay? Yes. That will fool you. I had a guy with a Wrangler call me and say, JT, my transmission leaking oil. No, your transmission do not have oil in it. It have fluid in it, which is transmission fluid. But the thing about this, guys, is if your transmission ever been serviced and you have the 8-speed transmission in it, that fluid is kind of clearish. So it can actually look like a real good clean motor oil. All right, so you can get tricked and fooled. But the dead giveaway, guys, is the oil that's if you let the car down and look right between the galley, look right up in there. If you see any kind of oil sitting down in there, yes, it's likely leaking from the oil filter adapter housing. Y'all see all that? Yes, guys, that oil would do nothing but trickle backwards. Way back here, you can't see. Well, you can see. Look at that. Y'all see all that oil down there? Right down there. I'm gonna zoom in with my editing software, but I'm gonna try to take y'all for a deeper dive. Let's go. See if we can get down. Y'all see all that oil? That's the top of the transmission, guys. That is not coming from your transmission. That is coming from the upper part of the engine. Okay, the plenum area, the center portion of the engine, guys, and it's leaking from this thing. So you have to get that replaced in order to fix that. Now, my buddy said he bought a transmission pan Y'all know the if he had an 8-speed, it comes with the filters integrated into the pan. So he technically did a trans service on his transmission. Okay, so good for him. Good for you, buddy. If you're out of warranty, it's not that it's a waste. It's just you didn't solely nail the problem. Yeah, you can see from this angle. There you can see transmission. Oh, you can see oil all down there. So what I'm here to do today is, guys, we're going to fix this. I'm doing this at home, guys. This is a little project of mine, all right? I'm taking this car home. So what I'm in the shop to do now is actually grab some tools. Pretty much, guys, the tools you're going to need is, of course, you know, your typical socket set. The plenum got to come off, and just the center portion of the lower intake even got to come off. Now, because I have done cam phasers and lifters on this car already, rocker arms, I shouldn't have any problems, okay? In other words, it has been off before. So now, from that point, all I got to do is lift up on this oil filter adapter housing. We home free, guys. So I'm going to take care of that. She told me, yeah, fix it, whatever you need to be fixed. Whatever need to be fixed. So I told her, you have 150,000 miles on this car. It's an 8-speed rear-wheel drive transmission. Forget the fact that they talking about full for life. We need to service it. She say, JT, if you recommend it, I'm going to get it done. So she's here for me to do it. I'm taking this job home, and I will do it. Now, I might end up going to Brothers Motors to do the transmission because you need to be up in the air, and I ain't for crawling on my back. There's a unique way to properly feel these transmission, guys. Properly. I use the keyword properly, but I can, however, do this in the comfort of my garage and my home. All right. Just need a little light and bzz, 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 and we should about have it done. Okay. So for now, guys, let me go grab some. I'm gonna grab some tools, man. The thing about side jobs or whatever you want to call them, you want to make sure you get the proper tools for the job. Here's my brand new oil filter adapter housing. Here's my transmission. I guess this is a pan. Is this a pan? Yeah, this thing is fairly expensive, guys. Let's take a look at this. Yeah. And this pan do not come with screws. Now, you can, however, use the old screws. This is OEM, guys. You know what I'm amazed by? This was actually cheaper than Advanced Auto. There's $158. But and they come with screws. I don't see the importance of new screws. I mean, the whole point of this pan needing to replace the pan, you really shouldn't have to replace the pan. This is the goal. The goal is to get the filter out, guys. The filter is integrated into the pan. So because you can't replace the filter separately, you have to do the pan. So in the near future, now I have seen some of the 8-speeds in the Jeep Wranglers. The pan can be serviced separately. Good. At that point, you do not have to replace the pan, just the filter. But for now, it's unavailable. You have to get the whole pan. So I got the complete whole transmission pan, guys. This is what I'm about to do. And also, can't forget, guys, this stuff right here. All right. You'll be crazy not to go in. Now, this stuff is expensive, guys. This is, from what I'm hearing, $20 a quart. I have the luxury of getting it a little cheaper, so that's kind of a bit unfair, right? But it's a fact, guys. So I don't not have to pay $20 a quart. How much will you need? That always will be up for debate. Now there is a base amount in the manual for how much you would need, but it basically all depends on how much come out. Okay, I may just take the pan off and let it just gravity bleed overnight. Try to get as much out as possible. Remember, guys, the goal is to help prolong the life of your transmission by servicing it. And that's what I'm doing. Any kind of trash, if there's any kind of trash that came out of the transmission torque converter, it's likely trapped in this filter. So this filter should be replaced. I don't understand these guys. These companies feel for life. You should never replace it. All right. I had a semi-argument with a guy. Watch this video right here where we was discussing this mere topic. Should you service the transmission? So I don't want to get into too much detail about it, but so what I need to do now, guys, is grab some tools. I'm going to try to grab everything I think I'm going to need. I got an oil filter adapter. I have all the parts. Oil filter adapter, how to make sure I get my sucker, because y'all know you're going to when you pick that lower intake up, you're gonna have fluid and coolant and everything just spill right there. And with me being in the garage, oh, I need to get a drain bucket. Whew, I'm glad y'all reminded me. And some extra. I'm gonna end up changing the oil anyway, but it's gonna come with a new filter in it, guys. These come with a brand new filter in it. So all I need is oil. And what do I have right here? Yes, brand new 5W30 Mopar. Yes. Okay, so I got just about part-wise everything I need. So now I just need to make sure I get some tools, guys. And because I'm filming this at home, I finally get a chance to actually do a tutorial video. This is one of those Tim at Astro Auto Repair type videos where I may get to talk and speak on every little nut, crack, and honey. Okay, so this is will actually be a tutorial video. Even though it's kind of old now, everybody know how to do them and what will cause it and all that. I actually be able to do a different type video, step by step, how to replace oil filter adapter housing, how to service your 8-speed transmission. So good. Finally get a break from the quick rush and just discussing thing. I actually get to do something because I'm working in the comfort of my home. All right, guys, I'm running out of time. Let me grab some tools, and I'll see y'all when I start working on this car. That's the next time I see y'all. All right, so stay tuned, man. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.